Their aura is unequal.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Or whatever. And make it a little more raspy, and I follow directions.
Their contents are legendary.
In fact, that little sheet you see is his concept drawing.
Their attitude is embraced. Tune in to one of the most up and rising kaiju-sized groups within our community. So go ahead and watch all of their creative content, including that of the Raw Attitude live interview, where they have special guests ranging from actors, directors, toy creators, artists, and many, many more. You can also find them on multiple of other social media platforms, ranging from Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. You could even sit back and watch your favorite classic monster movie and even watch us go through one of the most iconic games on Twitch. Featuring your hosts, Eric Stoll, Adrian Settle, Joe Myers, Samson West, Jordan Adorno. They are the Monsters with Attitude.
What's up, dwellers in Monster Island, embracing nothing but attitude? This is Godzilla Chain 1090 with the boys from NWA. Today we're here to talk about, well, of course, let's talk Raw. And we're going to be going over all the latest news and new updates in the kaiju community. First, I'll start with Mr. Stope. Eric, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm excited because I got a little project that I have Samson going to be working on for me pretty soon. So get that all started. So I'm super, super excited. So I can't wait for that's all happen and come back and I can have some fun with it. So yeah, so that's exciting that happened today. But other than that, yeah, I'm ready to talk some news. There's been a little news here and there throughout the community for I think several different things. But yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. So yeah, I'm excited.
And Mr. West, down over on the East Coast, how are you doing, Samson?
Hey, doing swell. Yes, sir, indeedy. You sent me a message earlier, and I was like, what? So I've got a project I will be working on for Mr. Stolp soon, but you guys will just have to wait and watch and see. It's a personal one, but it can relate to our community in certain regards. I'll leave it at that. I guess I can just shut it down right there. But yeah, we have some news to talk about, a few things that have been released, some stuff that we saw today, and then whatever that we've seen throughout the week.
Absolutely.
And of course, as y'all seen, I've been working on a project myself, trying to get the collection room nice and pretty.
I was gonna say, yeah, well, I already knew, but I was gonna say, hey, something looks different. Something's different. What did you do? Is it your hair? What did you
Is it your hair? No, it looks good, man. It looks good. It's always like it's fun, but it's stressful and like just nerve-wracking to like set up a new room or move shelves or dust shelves. Like it always sucks. But like after you get done with everything, you're like, you know what? This looks really good. You're happy about it. You feel accomplished and you're excited. And you should be because it looks great back there. So.
I've been working on this literally since 9:30 this morning. I've been in this room all freaking day.
I know exactly how you feel. It's so much. It's like you know it has to get done.
Woo. I will say I got pretty much everything out of boxes now. I'm just missing my Freaky Zone fighter. I don't know what God's name is. I have to hunt for him later. It's pissing me off I can't find him, but I will find him.
The YMSF one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I didn't know you had that. All right.
I do, and he's missing, and I cannot. I'm about to turn the moon part again to find him, but I'll find him eventually.
Dang. Yeah, you're gonna have to do like a little tour of your newly remodeled room and stuff.
I am. Hopefully next week I'm getting this. If y'all remember what this is, I need to get this put up pretty soon. So once I get that post framed up and put up, then I'll do a tour.
I don't remember what that is.
Good.
I don't recollect which one you got there. Yeah.
You gotta give us a hint or something.
It's some of my favorite movie, and I'll leave it at that.
Mega destroy all.
You and Michael are the same with your movies, where you change them. It goes this one and this one and this one and this one and this one.
I stay consistent.
One of two. One of two.
It has an anniversary this year.
85.
Wait,
Ding, ding,
what
ding.
the hell poster did you get that? Did you
The
show
one
it
I-
off?
Well, I haven't shown it off because I'm scared to mess it up since it's the original print that I got from Kyle.
I think you did. Like you got it, and you only showed us the tube, and we were like, "Take it out, let's see." And you're like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to ruin it." I think I do remember this day. It's been like a year.
Yeah,
It's been a while. It's been a while since you unveiled that, or not unveiled it.
been.
I want to see it. Is
I mean,
it
I can
the
show off the one Eric got me. I'll show that one.
shut? Man, are you telling me that is a legit 85 poster that you have
1985, legitimate
Shut
from the year,
up?
Mhm.
just like mine. Favorite poster from the actual year.
You. Oh,
Well, everybody in chat, can you agree that that is exciting news? And speaking of chat, yes.
Dude.
Chat, welcome in. I need a prescription. I gotta have more Samson. Nathaniel, as always. Dr. Amy Franklin is the best, most beautiful female character in the country. Which is that now? Yeah.
I wonder.
I wonder too.
And of course, this MOFO himself.
Oscar De La Hoya, what's going on?
Kaiju Kai. I want to see that
Brandon,
show.
what is up,
Forget
man?
Cobra
What
Kai.
is
We
up?
don't need no Cobra. Let's see more Kaiju Kai.
What's
Yeah.
up, Brandon.
All right. Well, I'll stop taking over. And Adrian, what do we have to begin with?
You are pissing me off, Adrian, right now. You are pissing
What did
me
I
off.
do now?
I
dare
did not
you.
know about that at all, dude. That is huge, man. That is huge.
How dare you have nice
What?
things?
So
Oh
remember
my
when Kyle
God.
was showing off everything before he moved to Japan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's when I got
That's,
that.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I remember that now. Okay.
That has been a bit.
It has been a bit, and I hate that I haven't gotten it framed yet, but I'm finally ready to get it framed. Hopefully this paycheck is getting framed.
Yeah, prepare to pay for that.
Especially as much as I pay for that son of a bitch, it's getting framed.
Well, that's what's awesome. Whenever we're able to snag one of these things, like it's a history, which is why I dished out. Believe me, I dished out a paycheck for my custom frame for my big tall one back there. But you're preserving history. It may be a small piece of history for us and our fandom, but it is history.
Jesus. Yeah, it's true. Nathaniel, you are not wrong. So there's that.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
With that note, let's see myself out.
On that note,
Okay.
Eric, I know you got a whole bunch of news, so you go ahead and get us started, brother.
Well, actually, I'm going to let Samson go first because the
Okay.
slides that I'm going to show are pertaining to what Samson wants to talk about. And so I'm going to let you talk, Samson, and I will just show off the two slides that we have.
Oh, perfect. Let's go.
So today, we got an announcement of 2 new Bandais because Bandai has been taking ass and kicking names for a while now, and we have known about these being on the hit list, but we have yet to see the actual sculpts. But now we can say that we see 2 figures that Bandai announced a little while back, and that was of they were going to do Bandai Godzilla 1971 from Hedra, and then a resculpt of Godzilla 2000, either 2000 or Megaguirus. Either way, it's 2000.
Yeah.
So we got to see that today. And it's a little disappointing on one. Okay, Godzilla 2000 doesn't look bad. Honestly, that kind of looks like the scan. That almost looks like the scan from X Plus.
Yes.
It kind of
Exactly
gives
what I
off
thought.
that vibe. But it is dynamic looking. It's a little more dynamic, and it's you got the OG right there, which I went and got mine off the shelf. It's awesome. It's a fun little 6-inch figure with a giant spike that you can stab somebody's eye out with. And it's just neat to see a little bit more of a dynamic pose with Bandai. And they've been doing that, especially with the dancing Godzilla. So now that we're getting more stylized, or not stylized, dynamic, as I was saying. So that's cool. I dig this. What do you guys think thus far with this one?
You know, you talk about dynamic pose, but honestly, for this particular release, they're going for a dynamic look because, I mean, like you said, this looks like the 3D scan from the suit itself. I mean, look at the textures between the two. The original is more cartoony, more flat, more smooth. The new one is jagged and rough, just like the suit was. So even the face itself, I mean, it's a big night and day where they're going more suit accurate for this new release. It almost looks like one is for 2000 or 99 and the other one is for Mechagearus. So you could almost kind of do it that way in a sense because they are basically the same suit. Not much of a difference there. So yeah, it's a considerable, actually, I think, upgrade, honestly, to what they've released before.
You are not kidding. Now that you're saying all the words in a row that came out of your mouth, that makes sense. Look at the shoulders. The shoulders alone, you can see a lot more of his jagged, sharp little scale. I don't know what you call them, scales. And then his tail. Look at how his tail swooped up in the air. That's pretty neat. That's different. Yep. That's good. It's not boring and flat on the ground like you see there. I mean, I'm holding the thing and I'm like, And you're correct. It is. Oh wow, yeah, it's an upgrade. It's definitely an upgrade. If they do more of this, that'd be great. But the same can't be said for the next. Oh, I'm sorry, Adrian, you didn't go. Yeah, what do you think?
Honestly, I do like the Godzilla 2000. It's one of my favorite designs. Also, Bandai has been putting out too much stuff lately. I've been trying my best to be good and not collect all these freaking Bandais. We'll see if I can stay strong with this, because I do love Godzilla 2000. So, but it definitely looks really nice, and it really does look like the scan from the suit. So I'm actually liking that Bandai is trying some more dynamic things with their figures to hopefully bring a breath of fresh air to Bandai.
Yeah,
I love how he's just cocked a little bit to the just slightly. It's like he's not looking dead on. He's kind of like his head's turned a little bit, and his arms are kind of. It's a nice little refreshing update.
Yeah, like I said, they need that. They need to just show a little bit more effort into these, because I mean these are just they're mad sellers. I mean we know they're kids' toys. We know that. You know, they range under $20 in Japan. When they come over here, they're about 20, 25, you know, with the markup. But sometimes. I mean, these are, you know, they are kid toys, but like, let's be honest, there's a lot of them that are just very subpar. And they really kind of need to switch gears to get people to start buying this stuff again. Because let's be honest, Bandai was king back in the day. Now there are so many more companies with so much product out there for Godzilla that people can go to other companies and spend their money doing that instead of going to Bandai. So I think they really do. I mean, they've tried here, I think, in the recent about year. Well, they're trying different lines. They're trying different looks. I mean, we're getting 6-inch light ups, for God's sakes, with the Burning Godzilla coming. They have the dynamic pose line now, where they're going to be trying different things, all that kind of stuff. Like they're trying different things, which I commend them for that. But yeah, they definitely have to focus on their Movie Monster series line and really give out good products. And the biggest one is good paint jobs. They have to look good. I mean, the sculpts are actually not that bad. They all look pretty decent for what they are, but like it falls short with the paint jobs. So.
Yeah, that's kind of
decided to cut it off right at the tail.
What?
No, I'm saying that's kind of been my hiccup with Bandai too, which been stopping me from buying them. Their paint jobs are have been extremely lackluster these last few years, but this past year or so, they're honestly stepping their game up. So if team do that, they're gonna probably sell more Bandai figures and I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll become king again one day.
Yep.
What I said is their cutoff point is at the tail. They're just like, yeah, I'm not going to pay any farther than that. We're just going to stop right there.
Yeah, for real.
Well, speaking of them stepping up their game, Eric, go to slide number 2.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And there we have our newly released 71. Wait, which one's 71? Hold on. Yeah, exactly. So what is the difference between 68 and 71? Oh, his hands are closed a little bit.
Not a damn thing is different.
They didn't change his big ass, because one of the things in 71, he has a super, his pupil is more rounded. And especially, I mean, most of us thought we'd get some eggs in his arms or in his hands, or a patch. Yeah. A patch. I mean, that's all they have to do, honest to God. Just a patch on the left eye, and wait, left?
Yes.
Yeah, left.
Yeah, left.
Left. They could have done that. That's simple. I mean, his hands closed in a little more. That's what the suit did in the film. Just like in
more Nakajima.
72 got even worse. But just a patch, just an eye patch, and that would have done it.
Yeah.
But no, they went the lazy route, just like X Plus did with their 72 bloody face. They just can't seem to get. They can't get the Shingeki suit right, man. Companies are messing it up. This is a good opportunity for fans that were never able to get these back in the day, like myself with the 50th anniversary memorial box Godzilla with the more greenish tint. Yay and nay. It was great to have this sculpt, but then when they re-released it with the charcoal black, like you see on screen, that was beautiful. And they've just recently re-released it again. So we've gotten 3 releases of the 68, if I'm not mistaken, right? We got the original 50th anniversary. We got this one like a year or 2 after. And then this guy that's pictured, didn't they re-release him in the past 5 years again?
I think so. I'm pretty sure you're correct.
I think we've gotten another 68 in this more modern line of re-releasing. Like we have the 74 re-release, we have 55 re-release, we have a bunch of new re-releases of the Showa suits.
Yep.
But that what they've done right there to call it 71, that's not real. They didn't do anything. It's lazy. It's hardly different.
And honestly, like you bring up a good point. Like I was wondering, I was like, what could they do to differentiate it from the 68? But the littlest thing with, like you said, the eye patch, that would have been perfect. That wouldn't have been a lot. That would have been just enough to know exactly which movie it's from and what happened to him. And it differentiates him from the 68 suit. It would have been simple. And honestly, it would have been less work because all he had to do was just not paint the eye or just put a little
glob of vinyl
over it. Yeah, and everything. And there you go. You don't even have to do anything with the eye. So, opportunity missed for sure.
Everybody wants to see the egg holding hands, but honestly, that's not really my favorite. I know that there's like the marmots and there's the X pluses. With my X Plus, I have the Rick of the 25 centimeter with the egg holding arms, but I wanted it specifically so he could have eye patch and then regular arms, not egg holding and eye patch. I wanted eye patch with regular hands, and that's the way that I love displaying it. And that's what they should have done with this guy. They didn't have to melt the skin off his fingers or anything extreme like that. They could have just done a little blob on his fucking eyeball, and that would have been enough.
Yep, absolutely. Ugh.
Adrian, how mad are you?
How mad are you?
I mean, since I don't collect Panda like that, I'm not necessarily mad, but I am disappointed that after all the improvements Bandai's been doing, like I said, the Splash Out is bragging about it. They go back to this lazy shit, this laziness, and it's like, don't be lazy. Like you've been doing good, just keep upping your game. If y'all want to really make money, improve the scopes. Stop being lazy.
Yeah, they literally took a step forward with the 2000 and took 2 steps back with the 71. So they're not making any ground. They're losing it.
Well, at least they painted it seems like they painted the dorsal plates as they go down the tail a little bit. So they're trying.
Yeah.
I know. This is going to be a custom, I think for a lot of fans. I mean, I do like his little, just the slight with the closed fingers. But
but that's not enough. That's not enough to make it special.
Oh no, not to.
The face is a teeny bit puffier too, but no, it's no.
Yeah, it is a up-to-date sculpt on the head for sure.
True, that's true.
You can see that, but still, like I said, not enough to make it worth like, oh my gosh, I need to get that. It's literally just another 68. Like if you don't have the tag on them and you just give them to somebody, and they're like, hey, which suit is this or which Bandai is this? Is everybody going to know that right off the bat? Oh yeah, that's the 71. Because it looks exactly like 68 and 69 and 72, for God's sake. So they're not doing anything to make them special, and that's what they need to do.
Even though it's extra effort and it shouldn't have to be done, it could be upgraded very easily with some sculptor's clay. You could put a gnarly little just into his eye socket and then paint it kind of charcoal, or well, I guess maybe paint it a little bit darker or grosser since it is a slime ball thing. But it can be done, but it shouldn't have to be done. Is the problem.
Exactly.
So yay, Bandai, and then boo, Bandai. All in the same release. I'm glad you showed the 2000 first, so we could be like, "Oh, look at what they've done! It's amazing!"
Yeah. Like we amped it up, and then we got to break it down.
Took it right back down.
Wow.
For real. Terrible.
Oh, so that's my spiel because that I was like, because I'm still a Bandai fanatic. And Eric, you're slowly getting into you're coming. You've been
back into it. Yep, I'm getting back into it. I finally just recorded a review video of 12 of my recent Bandais that I just got that I kind of just went over real quick, just showing them off and everything. But that bug has bit me again for the Bandai, and I'm having fun collecting them. They're a lot of great stuff, and I'm excited to see what else they come out with. So,
if they do a proper, if they can make it slightly different, I bet this is what they're going to do. They're going to release that same figure with some red paint on his nose and call it 72.
See, I was thinking that too. I was like, what are they going to do for 72 if they do anything?
I wouldn't be opposed to it though. Just if it has blood on the face and those little closed fingers, that would look fine.
Let's do the blood in the forehead, blood on the shoulder, closed hands. There you go. There you go. It's perfect. But I don't see them putting blood on them. But you never know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're gonna find out.
So another piece of my news I kind of want to talk about. It probably not too much going to be talking about it, but I did just want to show off that. Whoops, that's not what I want to show off.
Oh, that's too.
The Monarch season 2 just wrapped filming and should be coming out end of 2025, early 2026.
Interesting.
So just kind of wanted to get your guys' opinions on how you feel about Monarch Legacy of Monsters as a whole. Like, did you like the first season? I know we talked about it a little bit, but does that same thought and thinking still stay the same? Do you guys think that these are the only ones in the season? Did we lose the Russells? Did we lose Kurt and his son? Are we just getting these four? Like, what do you guys think?
I do think that we probably lost Kurt and his son very unfortunately. I don't think these four will just be in it, but I feel like they're going to try and go in a different direction, especially since they're probably going to make Monarch. They tease Kong being in the next season of Monarch, so they're probably going to go in a completely different direction away from Godzilla, which, I mean, it is the Legacy of Monsters, so it's not Godzilla's show necessarily, so I'm fine with it. I'm just curious on what they're going to do with Kong in this next season. And I would have to rewatch season 1 to remember how I feel about it. I remember I initially liked it, but I need to watch it again just for just to refresh myself. It's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was a little indifferent about the show because it had its hits and then it had its misses, unfortunately. Especially 2 episodes back to back. That's kind of a big deal to have 2 episodes in the center of the series that are just like, And
I think there's only 8 episodes, right, in the whole series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, maybe, possibly, probably. Hopefully.
Yeah. So a fourth of the show was bad.
Yeah, that's kind of that's not great. And I do, as you say, didn't his character die at the end of the series?
I thought he did. If I'm not mistaken.
He didn't make it back in time, or like the portal or whatever when they all came back. Didn't he not make it?
Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Kurt Russell's character.
No, he did not die. He's trapped in the in-between zones.
Oh, okay. I thought he like died because I thought he like fell off the thing and it was like, oh, he's definitely dead because that was a big fall.
No, he fell and then he kind of rolled on the ground and then he watched them as they went into that portal with Godzilla, and then they were all like, oh, we got to go back, but the portal was closed and then Kong was coming, so it kind of ended the series after that. So
kind of a cliffhanger, sort of. Yeah, the Kong situation. I'm sure they're going to go into that, but Kong's he already got enough love in Godzilla X Kong. I mean, I love how the title character didn't even really have much to do with that movie. That was just it was a Kong movie with Godzilla every once in a while. So Kong, just, can we not do him anymore? Can we? We'll see. I don't know. I guess I should say that I'm not ecstatic about this. It's cool that we're getting more Godzilla, and hopefully he is in the show. But it seems like with the teaser at the end of the series from season 1, it's going to be leaning more towards the Kong aspect of things in between Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla versus Kong 2021.
They could show us how they got Kong in the they put the dome around Skull Island. They save him from that thunderstorm. And maybe we'll see what happened to the Iwis too. Which I mean, I kind of know because of the comic, but maybe we'll see that on live screen. Yeah. So it could be good.
What do they have to do for you guys to feel like it was a success, though?
So when I went into Monarch, I already thought that it was going to be super kaiju centric, anyways. So it's not that I don't need that necessarily. It's just I need good storytelling, as always. They're gonna really try and show us behind the scenes of Monarch. I just want good storytelling.
Gotcha. What about you, Samson?
Yeah, good storytelling. Don't do some weird love triangle thing again, or like they did with the season 1. And let's just kind of don't put stuff that's not necessary to. I'm not going to get full detailed about it.
Yeah, we already vented about this.
We just we know that the human characters are the driving factor in this. That's what it's a human storytelling with kaiju intermingled in it because it's a TV series instead of a full blown movie. But at least give us something that's memorable. I kind of felt like that final fight scene with Godzilla against the what do they call the thing? The something dragon?
The Ion Dragon.
Ion Dragon.
Yeah. It was like, oh boy, here it comes. Oh, it's over. It was like, okay, all right. So let's have a good finale. Yeah, just good storytelling. Don't shove some triangular love story down our throat again. And yeah, I'll be happy about that because that was the miss for me with the season 1. Honestly,
yeah, it was. They do have to focus
soap opera. Let's not make it a soap opera. That's
especially the younger characters. Their story was very lacking.
Yeah,
they just
exactly.
I was really into the show based off the older cast. Their storyline was way better. It was intriguing. You were like, oh man, I need to know what's going to happen next. They tried to intermix them, which was good in a way, but I don't see them doing that this time. I don't see them going back and forth. I think this is going to be a straight this kind of group, and they're going to be kind of catching up on what happened in the last, I can't remember how many years went by since they went down into that in between place. I can't remember what it was. It had to be like 20 years or something, or something around that nature. Like, it was a long time. So they're going to have to catch up on kind of what happened and what's kind of going on, because now at the end, remember, they did that little teaser of what was that? The cybernetics place.
Apex.
Apex. Thank you. They introduced Apex. So now that's being introduced, and that's going to have a bigger story. So I think a lot of the story is going to be around Apex and what they're doing, what they're trying to be doing. And I think this group is going to be the ones trying to stop them, where Apex is trying to do certain things to these kaiju, maybe testing on them, cloning them, whatever they're doing. And these four don't see that it's right, and they're there to stop them. And, you know, along the way, they get mixed in with kaiju and kaiju fighting. And honestly, we need to possibly have like an interaction with Kong and Godzilla. I think it doesn't need to be a fight, but it can be like maybe Godzilla shows up to Skull Island and Kong's on the shore or something, and they kind of meet eyes, and they just kind of acknowledge that they know of each other, and then kind of Godzilla just kind of goes away, like he's checking up on him to make sure he's still on his island, kind of thing, because he's there to keep all the kaiju. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, he's there to keep the kaiju in check, and he's ruling over them. So that would be kind of a fun kind of interaction for them to do that. It would just be really cool. But yeah, I do agree. I think it's going to be more Kong focused, but I do think they're still going to throw in Godzilla with, like I said, maybe him checking on different kaiju, going around the world. They obviously still have to track him and see where he's going. But yeah, I think it's going to be kind of that. And I do think that it's going to be just these four as the main. I don't see the Russells coming back. And if they do, probably won't be until like the very end of the series, where if they do somehow manage to get back into the in-between, world or whatever it's called, it's not going to be till the very end of the series, and they might just get in there, but nothing might happen, and they might have a cliffhanger for the next season. So
yeah, we shall see.
Let's see, Nathaniel, 2 years went by the last time they went to Hollow Earth. Okay, so I was only 2 years, so I was way off. Like, I thought it were like 20 years, and they were only down there for like 2 days or something.
I gotta get something out of the oven. My alarm just went off.
What's Adrian?
I said, I believe I'm trying to remember when I forget everybody's name. Jesus Christ. The I can't forget it. Never mind. It's gone.
Oh. So really, if 2 years went by the last time they went down to Hollow Earth, it's 2017. So it's 2017 when they came up from Hollow Earth?
Yes. When Monarch first started, it was in 2015. And then they went down to the in-between. I think they were down there for like a couple of days, and they came back, and it was like 2017, I think.
Okay. So really, that takes us to Skull Island. 2017 is when Skull Island came out. So really, it should be a young Kong. Because they showed us that older Kong, which didn't make any sense. But it's got to be the younger Kong that is going to be the main looking Kong, I guess I should say. Because not really, because they were there back in what, the 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever the hell it was.
It was right after the war. The 40s. 40s? No, wait. It was after Vietnam. Didn't they go after Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken?
Well, what is it? John C. Reilly's character arrived there after World War II.
So
because they were fighting the Japanese.
Kong Skull Island took place in 1973. It was right around the time of Vietnam.
Okay.
So yeah, no, 2017. Okay. 2017 is when the movie came out, but it took place in 1973.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it would make
makes
sense
that we're
that
seeing
it
an older
is-
Kong.
that is going to get older Kong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard everything y'all were saying when I was getting my food.
Yeah.
I was standing in the kitchen going, y'all are fucking wrong.
No, because you gotta get the time line right, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. And if you don't think of it or don't conceive it correctly, then you're thinking wrong. So that's the thing I think with time travel and everything, that it sometimes doesn't make any sense unless you really think about it and dissect. You're like, okay, this has to happen and this has to happen and blah blah blah. So
yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. I'm excited for it. I thought Legacy of Monsters was a decent show, and I do think they're going to get a bigger budget this time, and they can do probably a little bit more with the special effects CGI with the kaiju. Even though they did a great job the first time, you could tell they were kind of more on a budget because they had to try it. But as far as I know, it did really well. It even won an award recently for Best Adventure series. I think it was the Saturn Awards that won.
We
Best
just
Adventure.
talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about it. So it won an award for that. So obviously people liked it and people noticed it. So
have y'all? How many viewings have y'all had of the series? I had just the one.
Just one.
I only went through it
just
one
the
time.
one. Yeah, just the one.
Yeah. We should all go back and do another viewing. Honest to God,
Yeah, absolutely.
it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something we could do on a channel.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Anybody else have anything
I'm
else
keeping
you want to talk about?
I'm keeping a blank slate as far as is what I should say about it. I'm going to be like, all right, I'm not having high hopes and I'm not having low hopes. I'm just going to go in and experience.
You have to.
Yeah.
Live.
You have to.
You gotta. Yep.
So Eric, I think you may have been, you was going to bring this up eventually, possibly.
Maybe.
I think you know what I'm thinking about.
Could be, possibly, honestly. You tell me, and I'll
all right,
you show me mine if you show me yours.
Okay.
Oh, it's that kind of show.
Yeah, it's that kind of show. La, 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 la. This beautiful SOB.
Oh, I did not. I didn't.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. This is different, but it's still in our realm of
Yes, because we are all huge Jurassic Park fans here at NWA, and W Dragon is releasing a Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park.
The Bull Rex.
The Bull Rex. Yeah, it's from Lost World.
The Bull.
And this thing is fucking gorgeous. Excuse my language. This thing is gorgeous. Good Lord.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I love that they're doing the Bull Rex because it's great. I mean, we always love getting Rexy, original Rexy. She's gotten a lot of love throughout the years, but to see the actual male Bull Rex and all of his greenish tinted glory, yeah. And W Dragon, we already know that they do great stuff with the Godzilla, 2004, 2021, and 2000. Jurassic Park. Now, is this going to be in the same scale, like big, close to 30 centimeter scale, like the Godzilla stuff, or is this? I can see that it has a little stand. What do we know about its size? Because I don't know anything about the Jurassic Park stuff. I'm just now finding out that they did Jurassic Park stuff through our chats that we've had recently.
So, at least for the Spinosaurus, they announced, which I haven't shown that one up either. The Spinosaurus, I think, announced last year. I believe it says it's in 1/35th scale. So I think it is going to be. I think it's roughly around that seems like maybe 25 centimeter, maybe 30. But either way,
let's see. That sucker was like 30 or 40 feet for sure. It's the Rex. The Rex was like 30 feet. Spinosaurus had. I don't know. I don't know what 1/35th means. That doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out on our own. But yeah, this thing is gorgeous. And W Dragon is murdering the game with the Jurassic Park stuff. They've been doing Jurassic Park stuff for a very long time. But Spinosaurus was first caught my eye, and then the Tyrannosaurus is just, I gotta pop that cherry. No, God dang it.
The Spinosaurus, speaking of that, yeah, because this happened this week. Y'all were talking in chat, and then I was like, excuse me? So Spinosaurus, I just recently mentioned how that thing is a unit, especially with the release of the trailer for the new Jurassic Park or World movie and how they did the redesign on the Spinosaurus. And it makes you appreciate this one from the 2001 film more, because this thing, I mean, it was a beast. It took on a T-Rex and just boom, as soon as they met. It didn't take long. Yeah, and he was hunting the main characters down like a psycho serial killer from an 80s slasher film. He was stalking them, and that ring, that cell phone ring, and they turn around, he's just standing there looking at him like, hey guys. That ring, that is a whole vibe right there. If you hear that, that is a generational thing. Because people are like, if you know, it's like, what's the meme online? It's like, people who know, or people who don't know, people who know. It's like the people who don't know, the people who know.
That's funny. Okay. There's a spinal here. I'll show the spinal real quick too. Spinals. And I actually sent this to Joe, and Joe definitely said he's getting the spinal.
What is it, 250 or 260?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's got to be 25 to 28 centimeters. Like, it's got to be. I just don't know the scale conversion, but yeah, it's got to be a bigger figure.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 25 centimeters. I'd say. Yeah.
This isn't out yet. It's pre-order. That's just
pre-order.
Like the Bull Rex. Okay. Mm-hmm. I was trying to see if there were any pictures online of people. What's that on his back? Did he get scratched? Is that a wound? What is that?
When the T-Rex attacked.
Oh, that's neat. That's a neat little detail.
Yeah, it comes out. It says ETA Q3, Q4, 2025. So end of this year.
So, and I'm pretty sure, and they also have Velociraptors too. For anyone who doesn't know,
the male raptor, Jurassic Park 3.
Yep.
And I think it looked like what you just showcased was also the female raptor from Jurassic Park 3 as well. The white female raptor.
I'll put that up too, actually.
The pimp raptor. She was large and in charge. She was running that show at the end of the movie.
Yes, she was. There she is. These are in 1/10 scale. But yeah, as y'all know, we have Godzilla stuff that's from Sugo Toys, and that looks incredible. But this Jurassic Park stuff looks next level, honestly. Jesus, good God.
I don't need a new line of things to collect.
I don't either, Samson, but it's Jesus Christ.
Jurassic Park 3 is not my favorite, so I won't go after the Raptors, but the Spinosaurus, on the other hand,
that's a must.
To have the big bad from each of the movies that'd be cool. That'd be cool to have the big bad from each film.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. I will throw this up. I can't remember if we talked about this online or if this was behind the scenes of our unboxing that we just did recently, but a couple of us here in the group just got a particular figure and character as of late that was just released by X Plus. And coincidentally, as he was starting to hit people's houses, there was something dropped on the Gojiban YouTube show from Toho, and they showed that the other form of Bagan, or an alternate form of Bagan that has been never used before, premiered in the Gojiban show. And what Gojiban is like the puppet show that's kid friendly. They throw like every kaiju in there, and they started adding new ones and ones that are made up and never existed, and blah blah blah, this and that, and making families and all this kind of stuff. They actually teased this, and this was on the latest episode, and actually Super Godzilla actually fought him a little bit, like grabbed him and like took him out of the area because he was kind of wreaking havoc. But this is concept B of the Bagan character that never came to fruition, but now kind of has finally gotten its screen time, and it's pretty interesting. I don't like the design whatsoever. I prefer what we're all kind of well known and knowing about Bagan from the Super Godzilla game, and then the Godzilla Toho Studios CD-ROM. Those are the ones that I like because that's your typical Bagan look, just different colors. So I just thought it was interesting that as of late, we're getting a lot of Bagan love, that he has been just a myth, a thing of people's minds about possibly doing something, but never going through. You know, he's been rumored in several different movies, never happened. It was always changed. So he's never gotten the screen time. And he's probably the most well-known character that never got screen time, but people have been wanting to see him on screen. And the closest we've gotten so far is the Gojiban little YouTube show. And we've gotten the normal Bagan, and now we have the Concept B or Beast Bagan form. So what do you guys think of it?
So hang on, I'm trying to swallow all the things that you were throwing at us.
Yeah.
So this is concept art for the original for the game. And this was one of the original ones, but then they went the route that we actually saw in the game
This is concept art of Bagan as a whole.
Oh,
not from the game. This is just them making the character Bagan.
This was the original concept art for him, and then they went the route that we know.
Yep.
And they brought the concept art that didn't end up happening to life.
Yep.
Okay, I'm following you. It almost looks like okay, if you think about it, like Bugs, the one that we got is the female Bagan because she's an absolute unit, and this will be the male one. But it's probably the other way around, because you know how like the insects, the males are actually kind of tiny and the females are so that's a way to think about it, but that's just a fantasy opinion. But it is neat to actually see. I don't know. They're bringing something to life that never existed. It's kind of just like it's an Easter egg. It's a neat Easter egg for them to put something like that out there in content form. Yeah. But then again, I didn't get the Bagan, so I don't have the figure. I still don't know much about it since I haven't played the game yet. I just know that he's a famous what if figure or monster. He's always been a famous what if.
So it's interesting you said that, Sam. Honestly, I thought this would be like the pre-evolved form of Bagan, and the Bagan that's more well known. That's in a sense the final form of Bagan. But I mean, and the thing about that way, this is maybe Bagan like if in his infancy or whatever, then I think it's a pretty cool design. As far as a final form design, I don't know. I'm kind of on the design.
Yeah.
Like if this is a different one, like there's this one and then there's the other one, do they even hint at how this works in the show? Is this an earlier form and he turns into the other one?
No, there was and it's all in Japanese. There's no subtitles, so you don't know what they're saying unless you know. And he's just kind of there. He just kind of shows up there. I haven't watched leading up to this, but I know Bagan's in there, Super Godzilla's in there, and actually Super Godzilla is way bigger than this form, and Super Godzilla is about the same size as Bagan. So, I mean, either one of your guys's guesses at what this could be true, but he's definitely smaller than the Bagan that we're known to see and know about compared to this one. So. But just thought it was kind of cool to see that this kind of stuff is coming to light, and maybe we'll see more. Maybe we'll see. I mean, honestly, there was, speaking of this sidetrack here, at Wonderfest this couple weeks ago or a week ago, there was a model kit that was on display. I couldn't tell you which company was doing it, but they actually made a model of the concept art that wasn't used for Batra. that they made it into a kit, painted up, and put it on display. I was like, wow. I was like, that's interesting. It's almost like people are trying to find different ways to show off these characters in like what if forms, and just different ways to get people kind of interested in them, which is, it's just great. I mean, we've seen the same stuff for many, many, many years, and now we're starting to get new stuff, that concept art or anything, you know, it is and could be something cool in the future. So.
You know that Bandai or X Plus might tackle it with the popularity of this being. Now that it's out there, fans are losing their minds.
Yep. Yep. All right. Adrian, did you have anything? I don't want to keep going if you had something I didn't want to.
No, go ahead. We were talking about my last one. We say that to the end.
Okay. So this one, I don't know if this is on your list, but I just remembered this. But one of the toy lines that has been just cranking out Godzilla stuff as of late is Super 7. And they have just revealed and announced their 3 new figures in their reaction line. And we have 3 new ones. We have Godzilla 89 from Godzilla vs. Violente. We have finally a reaction of minus Goji. And then we have Mechagodzilla 93. So, yeah, they're. I'll wait for the glow in the dark forms. Honestly, that's how I collect them.
You just can't.
I saw them. I was like, oh, I can't wait till they're glow in the dark. So,
so it's interesting that the -1 is so drastically different. Why I wonder why they went the route that they did with the packaging. Why they don't stick to the same that they've been using for all the others, with just him like the very specific look, the red and the yellow, and then the stuff on top, and then Godzilla. Why did they change just to like? I wonder why they did that.
They actually did that with the dancing Goji.
Sure did.
Well, he was dynamic as hell, so that makes sense. But
still,
if it's like, this is just standard -1, it's not like him doing anything different. So why do they have to change the packaging? Well, I'm not yucking the yum.
I know.
It stands out. I'm like,
I honestly, I think it's because we've had this discussion before where, and maybe it wasn't on MWA or not, but the Godzilla -1 is the new face of the Godzilla franchise. He has replaced any other Godzilla. He's replaced Shin Godzilla. Like this is their golden boy, and so it really doesn't surprise me that they put in extra effort or extra design with this Godzilla, because he is the new poster boy for Toho and the Godzilla franchise. So,
yep.
Just with these pictures alone, I love that I can tell on his left cheek that he has the scar from when his face got blown off. Yep. So they're adding the detail. They're getting detailed on him, and just the dorsal plates. Even they have a little bit of like a hint of kind of a golden brownish, just a little bit of a dark wash that differentiates his skin from the dorsal plates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super 7, they're taking ass and kicking names. They really are. They're doing phenomenal, and I don't have a single one. Whoa!
Well, you just have to.
It was so exciting. He died.
He's like, I gotta go buy it now.
I have to use my entire internet to get it. So you're skipping out on these because you're specifically you're a glowy fanatic. That's your your vibe.
That's my thing. Is just I'll get them. It's just they got to be glow form. So. And Oscar, you're not wrong. Like, it's just a matter of time before they start doing these guys. So I mean,
I wonder if there's a licensing thing that. Well, no, it's they own Godzilla as a whole, so they can do what they want, even if it's the American property, correct?
Yeah.
Like they could still put it out.
Yeah, but I think they're focused on the old Godzilla looks and just that franchise first before they start jumping into the MonsterVerse.
Stuff.
They haven't touched anything from the MonsterVerse whatsoever, and honestly, they don't need to. There's so many other companies doing it right now that they can kind of wait their turn, because there's going to be so much competition with all these other companies coming out with articulated figures, these little guys, are good sell, but they're probably not the most popular thing that people go to Super 7 for. Like it's they probably go to the Ultimates line and everything. So they go. That's probably the biggest line and attraction that Super 7 has is the Ultimates. So these are great to collect and everything, but they can wait their turn, honestly, because there's so much going on for the Monsterverse. You got Haya, you got Monster Arts. I mean, you got Ichiban. Yeah, you got Bandai, you got X Plus or Star Ace going to be tackling that stuff now too. So there's a lot of stuff for Monsterverse right now. So they can wait and they can keep going with this old stuff, keep pushing that out and get everything done before they even touch that.
Right.
Crikey. Well, welcome back, Adrian. Thanks for joining us.
Oh no, technology's stupid.
Let's blame technology.
I will blame
well,
technology.
did you have anything else to add for the Super 7 figure?
Honestly, the -1 does look great. It's an incredible looking figure, honestly. Probably one of the best that they've done in this line, honestly. As far as 1989, I mean, that's my second favorite suit. So I'm always always will love more 89.
Same, man. It is the best. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's the best Heisei suit of all. Just saying.
No, that's fair. I can't argue with that too much. I mean, I do love the 84 suit also, but 89's up there as well.
Which is not Heisei, just saying.
Oh my god, we're not doing that, Eric.
That's a whole different topic.
It is. That's an argument. That's a whole different argument, to be honest.
Argument, yeah, that's actually a good way of putting it.
Hey, it's not an argument when it's facts, okay? Just saying.
Now the 93 Mega Godzilla, I'm confused on why they put that out with this line of figures. It's just odd. It's an ugly duckling in this line, in this set of figures, honestly. But I guess it's cool to see it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any I don't think they particular okay, these have to match with each other to this next wave of reaction figures. I just think they're oh well, we're just going to throw this guy out and throw this guy out, or people want this one, so we'll just throw that out in the next wave kind of thing.
There's no rhyme or reason behind that.
Yeah, there is no rhyme or reason for these. I think they just kind of do something they want to see or people have asked for, and they just do them. So,
yeah. No doubt about it.
Not facts my ass. Not facts my ass.
All right, before we get canceled. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on the screen a second ago. What the hell was that I saw?
Okay, so there is another bit of news that will hit, I think, all of our heartstrings because we're all fans of this. Probably me and Adrian a little bit more. But it's I haven't watched this yet. I haven't. I'm waiting for it to get finished, and I want the whole English dub. And it's the only way I've ever watched this show, and I will keep doing that because the English voice actors have made it everything to me, and I know their voices, and that's how I know this show, how I remember this show. But as of late, with the new Dragon Ball Daima series, there has been some significant shit going on. And now we have a lot of stuff that is canon that was never officially canon, but now it is. And it's very exciting. I'm super excited to watch this series, but I'm holding off until it's all done and it's all dubbed so I can just watch it straight through. And I'm talking about two absolutely crazy Super Saiyan forms. Finally, my boy, we get to see Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. It's about damn time. I will say that. They have done Vegeta wrong for so long, but finally now we get to see, because before we had a jump from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 4, and we never saw 3 in between there. And we're like, what the hell happened? Like, where is that? Now we're finally getting that with this. And this is on the continuity of the original show and storyline, whereas in Dragon Ball GT is supposed to be an offshoot of the main storyline, according to Akira Toriyama,
Like a
who,
branch,
rest in peace. Huh?
A GT was a branch. It was like, it wasn't down
Yep.
the actual continuity line. They just branched off and made like their own
Or
thing.
different multiverse. We can look at it that way too, honestly.
Or that, yeah, whatever, however you want to look at it. It wasn't officially canon per Toriyama, because he wasn't a big fan. He wasn't a big fan of that series, even though he did it. He wasn't a big fan of it. So I think he was like, no, this is kind of its own thing. I'm gonna cut it off, and it's gonna be there, but it's not gonna be officially canon. But now we have officially. Oh, do you like this? F you, Joe. Some of us can do the show even when we're sick. So, just saying. Anyways, and then the other one is Super Saiyan Goku 4. That is officially canon now, because Super Saiyan 4 was in GT. We never saw that in the main storyline. Now it's canon also. So this is amazing. I cannot wait to see these in action. Adrian, I'm gonna have you go first, because I know you're just as big of a Dragon Ball fan as I. What did you think about this when you saw this stuff? And are you excited to see? Have you seen the episodes? Are you waiting like I am? Like what's going on?
So I gotta call somebody out for this. Serena is making me wait for all the dubs to come out before we watch the show.
Damn right. Damn, that is how it should be.
And
how it should be.
I get it, but I've been getting spoiled like a motherfucker on this show, and it's pissing me the hell off. Because I'm in way too many Dragon Ball Z views. I keep getting spoiled by Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta first. I was like, son of a fucking bitch.
I know, dude. I know.
And then Friday with Goku, I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. God fucking damn it. But it's okay, because I don't care what no one says. I actually love Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 has always been an awesome transformation in GT. And the fact now that it's canon, it makes me wonder, so how is that gonna work with continuity with Super? But that's another discussion for another day. I can fall down a very deep rabbit hole with that. I'm not gonna do it right now. But it is awesome to see Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta finally got his Super Saiyan 3 transformation, which is very long overdue also, to be honest. The Super Saiyan 3 is also pretty cool. It's a cool looking transformation also. I wish Vegeta's show would have done something a little bit different, but it's also see that he's being acknowledged to having Super Saiyan 3 now. I'm happy for that.
Dude, you have no idea how excited I was. But I agree, dude. Like I'm in Dragon Ball groups, and it's just like I was spoiled with this also, and I was like, damn it. I was like, I would have really wished to go into this series not knowing what's going on and be surprised and freaking out and whatever. But unfortunately, there's just so many people posting stuff on any kind of group. It's not even like Dragon Ball related, but they're posting this stuff, and I was like, God damn it. Like, come on, guys. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, let me watch the series first, or let the series come out and be done before I started throwing this stuff up. But I get it. It's going to be hard to avoid spoilers. I'm doing my best, honestly. So, but Adrian, or not Adrian, Samson, what do you think of this? Because I know you're a fan of Dragon Ball.
Why are they children?
So the premise is that they were wished to be somebody cast a spell / a wish on them, and so they're all children in this series.
Oh,
just
so
like in GT.
A villain turned every hero into kids, thinking that's going to make them not as powerful for some reason. Is that the okay? Yeah. So, okay, I still have never finished Dragon Ball Z, but because it's so ingrained in pop culture, I know everything. But yeah, I know. Isn't Super Saiyan 3 kind of a fluke transformation? Like it was kind of like it wasn't that's why Vegeta could never do it, because it was like, it was kind of a fluke that Goku could. He like went okay. All right, then never mind. My whole thought process is yeah, it's very strange that I know that fans have always been like, what the fuck? Why is Vegeta? Why does he never had Super Saiyan 3? And he just jumps from 3 to what's after 3? God?
4.
4.
No.
Well, I thought that continuity didn't exist until now.
It does now.
It does now, but yeah.
Because it went from Z to Super in the continuity line. But okay, so now 4 does exist. So but yeah, I guess that is cool because fans are getting what they want.
Yes.
Is anybody mad that it's a kid version and not a full-grown adult version? Does it really bother you guys any that it's like that, or is it just like, okay, I'm glad that it's there?
It does.
I'm glad that it's out there.
Let's be honest, it does. It does for me. And it's funny because in GT, Goku was a kid, but then when he turned Super Saiyan 4, he became an adult again. So I don't know in Daima if they're doing the same thing, where if they reach a certain level or something happens where they power up, if they turn into an adult again and they go back down. I don't know, but yeah, it does bug me because I wanted to see them as adults turn into these forms. So like I said, I don't know because I'm waiting.
Yeah, makes sense. But I guess it's exciting for the fans, the super fans. Again, I have not gone down the full-blown rabbit hole and watched it all from start to finish. I've done all of the Saiyan and Namek saga, but I have not seen what is it? Cell, Boo, if there's anything about Android. Yeah.
So see, we got to start binging Dragon Ball Z, Samson, so we can get you caught up.
You got your hand into too many things, man.
I gotta get somewhere. Well, I mean, I know somewhere that I can watch. I just have to do it. And get the right dubs, like the dubs that fans are like, these are the ones you got to watch. You don't want.
Yeah. Do not watch Kai. Do not watch Kai.
I know Kai is frowned upon. I know that's like the edited, kind of dumbed down version for this generation.
That's a slap in the face of Dragon Ball. That's what Kai is.
But I will say though, Samson, to kind of enlighten you about this transformation of Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 3 for Goku. So it was his big transformation when it went from the Android saga to the Boo saga. When he first encountered Boo, he turned into Super Saiyan 3, but it took him all episode to turn into Super Saiyan 3. And that moment, that part in the show when Sean Schemmel had to do his scream, he passed out because he had to scream for so long and for so high that he passed out doing it.
Damn,
so
really?
Like, that moment is so epic, dude, because it's so crazy how much power it takes for him to get up to 3, and then his look, his demeanor changes. Everything becomes very serious, and then he's just, to lack of a better term, like Samson, you say, a unit when he starts fighting Majin Buu, and it's pretty crazy. So it's a great moment in Dragon Ball history. It's my favorite transformation, and now knowing that my favorite character has that transformation now too is epic. I'm on cloud 9. So.
Ooh, we got fighting words in chat.
Oh, bullshit.
That's a debatable argument. Actually, it's debatable, Eric. That's actually a good discussion we can have actually one day. But we have to rewatch GT to do that. I haven't seen GT since I was a kid, so I need to rewatch it. Don't get me wrong. The filler in GT is dog shit. Absolute dog shit. But the fighting in GT though was still on Z level, honestly.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but if the creator himself was like, no, I don't really like that series, I'm gonna cut it off from the main storyway. That says something about that series. So, sucks to suck. So
sucks to suck.
Oh,
well, cool. Well, with a little bit, I know this is exciting for the fandom, but as I enlighten you guys, because I was like, yeah, it is. It's weird that they're kid form.
It is. When I first heard about that, I wasn't
Kind of
on board with
downplays the excitement. a
Yeah,
little bit.
it really does. Yep, I'm not gonna lie, it really does. So I hope it kind of changes as the series goes on and they go back to adult form and these kind of forms. We get to see them as adults. We'll see, but like I said, the time will tell when I actually start watching it.
Yeah,
Right.
Shingeki, what is going on, buddy? Yes, Adrian is flaunting his
Jealous?
Dragon Ball's figures
Jealous?
in the camera. Yeah, he's a dirty boy.
You don't need to trade T-shirts then.
Yeah, I know, all right? He's got the figure. I got the shirt of Goku Super Saiyan 3.
And I have the dashing good looks.
You sure do, sexy man. You.
I have the hair. That's what it is.
Yeah. Because I lack thereof. All down here. Yeah. Start just like putting your hair up. Yeah. He's got. Well, that's all I got, man. Anybody else have any other news?
If I can get my Facebook pull back up, 2 seconds.
Okay.
I had to clip cookies and all that bull jive. Oh God, I hate technology so much.
Well, GT a bit more. The music was the same as Z.
The music wasn't that bad in GT, honestly, though. From what I remember of
It was different. It's been too long since I watched. James C. My brothers want to see a way better fan. Hey, it's never too late to go back and revisit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta find it.
You just gotta, yeah. The Crunchyroll, and then they did have the full series. I believe on Hulu. Actually, was another one.
Hulu.
I
have my ways.
They don't have the iconic music though. That's the only thing I will say. They does not have the Bruce Falcone music, which is very disappointing.
GT doesn't, or the Hulu version doesn't? What are you talking about?
Hulu and Crunchyroll version doesn't. They have the original Japanese music with English dubbing.
I have my ways.
Actually, I think they have it redubbed completely. I don't think Stephanie's Gohan in that either, if I remember correctly.
Let's see.
And Linda Young is in Frieza.
Do I have a Hulu button on this?
Yeah, because that's because she left, and they completely. I think she left, and then they had to find a replacement. So then it was that new guy. Honestly, he don't do that bad of a job for Frieza. I mean, he's pretty similar to what she gave us for Frieza.
Yeah, I've seen like TikTok or Instagram of them next to each other saying, "I'm the ultimate something." I
don't think it's that bad, honestly. So I'm okay with it.
It's slightly different, just slightly.
Yeah, just slightly. They're in their own way. But
honestly, my favorite villain, so of course I see the difference.
Dude, honestly, if they went back to what they did in the early movies, where they started bringing heavy metal music to those, oh my God, could you imagine, dude?
That'd be dope.
Looks like what's on amazing. Hulu is Dragon Ball Z Kai. Wow.
Ooh. Oh, they took Z off? Those dingleberries.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I was gonna say they had Super on there too.
Mm-hmm.
I just typed in Dragon Ball. It looks like the only thing they have is Dragon Ball Z Kai, and they only have season 1 and season 2.
Okay, then
Jesus Christ. 98 episodes, 69 episodes. So season 1 is like everything. Jesus Christ.
Damn right, Oscar. The heavy metal with the Dragon Ball movies, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Epic. Epic, dude.
Boom, 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 boom.
So last thing I wanted to talk about today is a friend of mine and Eric's, Mark Sing Yang. He actually just very recently he put out a short of Godzilla Super X battle that premiered on his YouTube channel, Monster Profile. So I wanted to show y'all a quick teaser trailer that he put out 2 days ago, and hopefully y'all go check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, what?
Oh my gosh.
We've got an emergency situation.
Directive G. How? When?
Is this AI generated or like?
That'll stop Godzilla.
Huh. So, explain what I'm looking at here.
So yes, it's Marcel Yang's it's Marcel Yang's short. It is AI generated. Everything is AI generated, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's just his take on I think it's about a 29-minute short about Godzilla kind of coming out of the sea again, and they rebuilt the Super X, kind of more updated, and it's just a little short where Super X goes and fights off Godzilla from attacking Japan. And yeah, like you said, it's all AI generated / computer graphics mixed with each other, and he did this because he wanted to, kind of thing, just a passion project. And I thought it was well done, way better than I could ever do, because I can't do that kind of stuff. So more power to him. And he is friends of me and Adrian. He's a great guy, and we hope for the best for him. And yeah, if you guys want to, go check it out on his YouTube. Yeah, good stuff.
Here's the link, and I'll also drop the link in the comments also. So when you have a chance, go check it out. Go support.
Or Godzilla's good Godzilla.
Yeah, never know.
But that's all I had for today. Did y'all have anything else for today?
No, I'm good, man. I said on my
the Bandai was the one that stood out for me today that I saw. That's pretty much it. We're just over our hour mark, so I think we're good.
Perfect.
We can always talk about wrestling. No, I'm just playing.
That's funny.
No, but I guess that's all we got for today, guys. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play on Twitch yesterday because I had obligations I had to handle. So Eric's still mad at me about that.
This man.
But ideally, we should be back on track next week, right, Samson? Okay. To get back to
as long as y'all's asses are available.
As long as something stuff like Michael Cho doesn't happen, we should be good.
Oh, just to quickly do a recap. Holy crap, Inframan last night. We did our first movies with attitude in a bit. We popped on Inframan, never seen it, don't know anything about it. That was a trip. It was a lot of fun. It was ridiculous. It was just balls to the wall. It was dubbed, thank God, because that makes it even more fun. But it was good stuff. It was 70s as hell and a good time. And that's all I'll say.
I'm so glad you guys watched it. I'm so glad you liked it, because like I said, that's a guilty pleasure of mine. Like I saw that years and years ago. I was like, dude, this shit is kick ass, dude. I was like, this is just crazy out of the mind. Like foot on the pedal, just like all gas, no brakes, dude. Like there was no stopping. It was just go. This is going and whatever.
And I already invented a drinking game for it. Every time that somebody does a series of backflips, take a fucking shot, man. Are you kidding me? I don't mean every single backflip, but once somebody, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. I need to go back and count how many backflips were done in that movie. That's where the budget went, trying to teach the people how to do backflips.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
Or they just did it once and they're like, okay, we'll just reuse that one and just keep replaying it.
Let's just do that one shot over. Oh my God. It was fun. I just had to say it. That was a good time.
Yeah, it was good times. I mean, yeah, you guys should check out our Twitch channel. We do a bunch of gaming. Samson does Godzilla, Kaiju, Tokusatsu, whatever kind of gaming over there. We also have movie nights. So usually Saturday, every other Saturday, some kind of Saturday on the month, couple times, we do movies that a lot of people haven't seen. Maybe you can't find them on the internet, whatever. Just a lot of fun just kind of going through, and especially seeing people who have never seen these movies before experience them for the first time. And it's a lot of fun, and it's great to see their faces, their expressions. I was cracking up a lot
much just
last
mine,
night.
but yeah,
it was. But well, Adrian too. He's never seen it either, and he watched it.
No. I mean, it's in the expressions. It's just mine.
Yeah. I wish I could see everybody's expressions. Honestly, when they see this kind of stuff,
I don't know how to do it. Like sync up and figure that out.
I know. I wish. I really wish, but it was a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys liked it. But yeah, we do a lot of that kind of stuff where it's just weird, obscure kaiju movies that people don't know of, maybe haven't watched, hard to find, whatever. We just have fun with it. So check out our Twitch.
And DJ Benzilla says, watch Falling Angel.
Falling Angel, aka I Come in Peace. Oh, I have seen that actually.
The Tokusatsu
isn't that Higuchi's? Isn't that Higuchi's a little short that he made?
Fallen Angel.
I'm pretty sure.
I can spell it right. That's Fallen Angle.
What's up, Leslie from MX? Because the final was dude, for real, dude. Like, if you think Final Wars is crazy, like that movie was just crazy. Just
for the Rocky fans out there.
No, it has the guy from Rocky IV, the Russian. Dolph Lundgren. Never heard of that movie. Is it kaiju related?
Yeah, wait. If it's movie night over at MWA, that's where we typically do see. There's a difference with movie nights. There's movie night on my Twitch channel, then there's movies at MWA. MWA is all about kaiju, tokusatsu, giant monsters, stuff that's in this general fandom. But okay, if you're talking about some just random action movie, that'll be something that I would pop on.
It's still worth checking over there, though.
It's got two different titles because the U.S. owns the rights to one title and the U.K. owns another. Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Why they got to make it difficult?
It is what it is, man.
Share the rights.
That's just the way it is.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right. Well, boys, I'm starving.
One more thing to plug, Adrian. Please do the honors.
Ooh.
You know what? Okay, hold on. Let me go to Facebook so I can complain.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We have
complain.
Physically something to show everybody.
Exactly.
And if everybody that watches this now is tuning in live or watches this later, please make sure to subscribe to our social medias, especially our YouTube channel, and join our Facebook group right now. A lot of stuff going on. Adrian's going to show and kind of go through that. But yeah, join us so you're never out of the loop for any news from NWA.
So, of course, right now we're doing figure the year. This showing one of the categories right now for Best of Fubi. Right now, this specific poll only has 26 votes. So we definitely need to bump those numbers up, because at the end of the day, we don't want no one saying, "Oh, that should have won, that should have won, that should have won." If you didn't vote, you don't have no room to complain. So go to the Monster of Attitude Kaiju and Tokusatsu Collective's Facebook group and go make your votes. And the votes for every single category is going to be pinned up here on the top if you're on your computer. If not, you found your phone pretty easily also. But of course, we have all the categories pinned at the top. So if you haven't voted, make sure to go vote, because we definitely want to make sure that the winners for each category is the clear cut winners. We don't want anyone squeaking out with one vote on a two vote poll. So make sure to go cast your votes, everybody. Don't choke, cast your vote.
Right on.
And as Eric has already mentioned, also, Captain Gordon says, "Don't be a hoe, share the show."
Wouldn't you know? bitch ass hoe.
But all right, guys, I guess we will see y'all next time, and I hope everyone has a fantastic night, Kaiju family. And always, they need to do something at the end of this, right? I think.
I wonder.
I guess maybe embrace
the
the
attitude.
attitude.
Good night, y'all.